Hello, YouTube friends. Recently, I have been messing around with a Selesnya Hardened Scales list in Explorer and also potentially Pioneer. I know I can't spell Selesnya. Don't hold it over me. I've been experimenting with this list, and actually, I don't want the pellet collectors. I want Swarm Shamblers. I've changed my mind. This is the card that I want. And I'm going to try it out again today just for you. So, we are going to slam my Hardened Scales list in Ranked Explorer Best of 1 for now. Let's do it to it. The Pellet Collector was a good thought, but Pellet Collector doesn't really synergize with Luminar Gas Sprint very well, and it's making me sad. So Swarm Shambler, it is. We're going to do it differently. I just had that thought while I was streaming the other day. Someone was like, what about Swarm Shambler? And I was like, yes, it's perfect. It's better than Pellet Collector for this list. In general, maybe not, but for this list, it's better. So, I feel like my mic is too far away. Allow. Ooh. This would be so good if our lands weren't tapped, but I'm still gonna keep it. Am I going to regret it? Maybe. We'll just start with a 1/1 Stone Coil Serpent. Next turn we'll play Hardened Scales and another 1/1 Stone Coil Serpent. Yes, that is what we will do. It's only okay, but we're making do with a kind of a strange starting hand here. Da-da-da, this is some sort of burn deck, but they are running Shadow Spear? A little strange. It's an interesting situation. I want Conclave Mentor and then to go into Hotleys Raptor. Maybe next turn. This would have been perhaps a different play if I had drawn a land, but I didn't, so we're making do. I feel like I'm never centered in my camera. I was also sick last week, and my voice still sounds a little funny, so I apologize. I've been pushing myself to do streaming and content creation, even though my voice is still recovering. So, apologies for that. It's gonna be a short video for that exact reason. Anax. Yes. I wish I had a land. I wish I had a land so badly. Yes. This would be Knight of Autumn. Killing Anax would be mwah. But I don't have a land, so we're making do. They can gain 5 life. Going to 12. I think it's still fine. The reason for Hardened Scales is I was actually trying to play humans, Selesnya humans, in Explorer, and it's missing some of the key cards from Pioneer that make that deck really good. And that card is Reflector Mage. And Reflector Mage is not in Explorer or on Arena for that matter, so it made playing Bant humans pointless, and Selesnya humans was just not as good. But I saw an opponent playing a Hardened Scales deck, and I got online, I looked up some deck lists. I sort of have been crafting my own version of the list, as you saw with like the Swarm Shamblers and stuff like that. So I think we're in a good spot. I would like that Hydra, but we're gonna go with another 2/2 Stone Coil Serpent. That's not actually a 2/2, it's a 3/3. Because of Hardened Scales. I get it. They're trying to not die. If they have Embercleave this turn, how dead am I? I'm not dead, actually. So, I think we're good. Even with a cleave, but they will gain a bunch of life. I need this land. Give me the land. I'm suspecting it's an Embercleave deck. The Shadow Spear is interesting. Seems like it's slowing them down a little bit, but okay, they don't have cleave. They are missing an Embercleave. I would love a land. That's not it. That's not a land. Okay, I guess it's just Swarm Shambler. They have good blocks. They have better blocks than me. The 2 mana right now is killing me. I am deceased. The point of this testing currently is mostly to see how we feel about the Storm Shambler in place of the Pellet Collector. Right now, I like it. We didn't obviously have it on turn 1 because our mana was a little funky. I think it's a better turn 1 than Pellet Collector, however, for this deck situation. It plays nicely with Watley's Raptor. It plays nicely with Luminar Gas Sprint. Ooh. A Claim. If they have Cleave, I could very well be dead. Okay, they have 2 claims. But I don't think they have a way to sacrifice them. What are they going to sack them to? This could be a Cleave, huh? Alright, what are we going to do here? Put the 2-2 in front of the 1-1. Put the 3-3 in front of the 4-3. But we need to not take lethal trample damage. That has pro multicolor. That's 14 right now. I'll put Quality's Raptor in front of Annex. And I will actually, I'm going to throw down like everything. I know they have trample, but I don't think they have a way to kill my Stonecoil Serpent. So provided I survive this turn, I will have lethal. Like, what way are they going to get rid of my Stonecoil Serpents? What is the plan? Those 2 can't block. They take lethal. Good game. Good game! We did it. I was like, we just need to survive. That's it. I like the Storm Shambler. That wasn't really the ideal hand for them. But let's go again. Let's see how we do in a second game. Aaron. Yep. That's a name. It's actually not bad. It's good. We'll take Hardened Scales, Storm Shambler, Skews, or maybe... Yeah, we'll see. See how this plays out. I'd like to see the Luminar Gas Sprint, or maybe the Watley's Raptor would be good here, but we'll take it. Let's see what we draw. We're on the play. On the draw. On the draw. This looks like Greasefang. Hey, there's my Watley's Raptor. I need to play the Skews as soon as possible and eat that Parhelion. But it's not going to be a viable play this turn, unfortunately, because I don't have enough mana. Just have to hope they don't have the Greasefang. It's really just Storm Shambler right now. Fingers crossed they don't have it. I don't think they mulligan, so it would be really lucky. Okay, Portable Hole, that's fine. Skews is about to be my savior in this matchup. What else is in here? Okay, it's fine. They're looking for Greasefang, probably. Okay. I need to do nothing. I need to wait for them to target because they have both Sky Sovereign and Parhelion. Oh no. Alright. Parhelion's going away. That is truly a bummer. Skews was about to save me. Gosh, the Garden Paladin is not doing it for me here. I love a second Hardened Scales that does nothing, but we're gonna play this Garden Paladin. She's just not doing me any favors. There's Greasefang. It's gonna be Sky Sovereign. I think we're in a bit of a bind. We're in a bit of a bind. The Liliana kind of ruined me. Discard a land. Okay, being on the draw and the Liliana kind of ruined me. Okay. Alright. Alright, now we concede. It's fine. It's a little rude, but I think Greasefang is quite a fun deck. I don't ever really mind losing to that deck. I think it's good. I think Abzan is quickly approaching Mardu for my favorite version of that deck, but we'll see. That Grizzly card is making it really good. And I think it's I like that deck. I don't mind losing to it. I think I already have a video on it in Mardu. Maybe I'll make another video on it in Abzan. Alright, can we get a win? This is actually looking pretty good. we will start with Hardened Scales. We will follow that with Luminarch Aspirant, I think. It's difficult though, because Hardened Scales is typically a better one drop than Storm Shambler, which makes Storm Shambler kind of awkward. I think the deck could maybe use still a little more finessing between the 1 and 2 drop slots. It's a thing. It is what it is. Portable Hull, that's not very nice. On the Hardened Scales, okay, it's going to be Conclave Mentor. This turn it's going on Conclave Mentor just because I want to spread out the threats here. I'm going to play another Hardened Scales. I sort of wish I had a different situation in terms of mana. Dovin's Veto, sure. Could be a board wipe. They need double white. They're looking at lethal if they don't have it. They have it. That's fine. I'm gonna play the Scoos. I'm still struggling on lands. I think we could use a finesse. This is the second game we've been stuck on 2 lands, is it not? I just added a land in the last iteration of this deck, too. I added a land. That's so unlike me. I love to remove lands. I run like bare minimum whenever possible. Okay, Big Teferi. That's a lot of card advantage for them. The land would be very nice. My Knight of Autumn would then be a 5. Or either way, regardless, I think the concept of this deck has something really fun at heart. I think it's got some potential as well. We're definitely struggling with the mana and the early curve. I think in this particular list, if you take a look at the list and you have a solution that you think would be viable for the early game, especially just the mana and the low curve, I would love to hear it, because I think the core, I mean, Hardened Scales has been a core deck concept for a while, and counters is always super fun. So I think if you have the ability to take a look at this deck list and send me your thoughts on it, that would be super cool. I would be stoked to hear about it. I think we're probably donezo, because that's probably a board wipe, and we just didn't hit our land. This is so critically unlucky. Well, there it is, but it's kind of late now, huh? I guess it could be a counter spell. Saw it coming, yeah. Teferi's about to hit 8. Teferi's in minus range. They have Hall. I don't know what the plan is for winning. Probably the Wildwood Scourge, and then we'll see if we can slam a Knight of Autumn on a portable hole, but I think we're still gonna be dead before we can get there. Gosh, this deck is I feel like it has such a strong core. We're just not quite there on the list. But that just means there's room for improvement. All right, let's see if we can resolve this Knight of Autumn. I'm gonna put the counters on it, because it puts a counter on Wildwood Scourge. Do they not have... They have Storm Giant activation, though. So I'm going to do no attacks. That's a bummer. We're trying so hard. I don't want to swing into Storm Giant. That would make me sad. Gosh, they have 9 lands and we have 3. Oh, that's a bummer. And plus Teferi's ultimated. So I think we're probably out for the count for this one, which is a true shame. But I will repeat that I would love your opinions on the list, and I look forward to maybe workshopping it and then revisiting it with a part 2. I've never done a part 2 video, but I think that would be a lot of fun to do with you guys. So let me know. Send me some comments, and we'll talk about it. Thank you for watching. I'm going to concede this game, and I will see you guys again in my next video.